scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome in to another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here. We do have some breaking news as we come in. And as y'all know, when we are live on tour, we reflect for the culture, of the culture, and by the culture, what's happening within it and everything in between. So we'll get to that, and then we'll get to the Cardi B, Tasha K, breakdown Townhall. Oh, Lordy, a lot's going on with that. Let's get to it. Higher is waiting, lower is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down that iconic intro there. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. So literally, as we got off of being on tour together, I did say somebody's going to break out that ICE agent's name. And y'all, it's out. Right here. Here it is. Shout out to this platform right here, this news station rather, and this entity, KSTP 5 Eyewitness News. Jonathan Ross is the name. Everybody, we're going to play this and then we're going to roll right along with
that. That very ICE officer nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile. She was trying to ram this guy with her car. He shot back. He defended himself. He's already been seriously wounded in law enforcement operations before.
In fact, the very same officer who was attacked today had previously been dragged by an anti-ICE rioter who had rammed him with a car and drug him back in June. He sustained injuries at that time as well.
Shout out to KSTP 5 Eyewitness News. All right, y'all, let's get to it, everybody. So this is what you're here for. Let's get to it. So you may or may not know what's going on, but Cardi B went off on Tasha K. Good Lord Jesus. By the way, shout out to Big Belly Plus size Amazon capsule made for 40 plus. What is that? Urisi? Shout out to that there. All right. So here we go for Mal Noir here. She'll die still owing me money. Cardi B goes off on Tasha K. This blogger keeps harassing her despite losing defamation lawsuit. Cardi B sued Tasha K for defamation and won a multi-million-dollar judgment, but Tasha continues to make disparaging comments. Cardi B went in on Tasha K during her latest Twitter Spaces rant. The Bronx native, who has no shortage of enemies, recently decided to focus on the blogger Monday, January 5th, slamming her for continued harassment online. Cardi B sued Tasha K, full name Letitia Kibi, for defamation, winning a multi-million-dollar judgment in 2022 over the YouTuber's false claims that she had STDs and her child also had STDs, herpes to be exact, and abused Coca-Cola. You see the word there. After Tasha filed for bankruptcy, she agreed to a 5-year repayment plan to pay Cardi B around $1.2 million and selling the debt and promising to cease all derogatory statements about the rapper and her family. While the YouTuber agreed to stop all defamatory content about Cardi B and her family as a part of her settlement, she continues to talk about the rapper online, recently commenting on the charges against her boyfriend, Stephon Diggs. Now, we covered it here on the second to last day of the year. of course, alongside my good virtual friend, Just John, that we talked about the court documents and everything in between about Stephon Diggs. And we did say that Cardi B seems to be the most public one. But there are multiple baby mamas, so there is that, right? But it's the way you go about reporting the news. Let's keep going. Cardi took to Twitter this week to defend the NFL star against allegations made by his ex-employee who claimed the football player choked and slapped her over a salary dispute back in early December. After posting and deleting a screenshot of an alleged text from Diggs' accuser, Tasha K started to circulate claims that Cardi could be facing witness intimidation charges. The YouTuber went on to tweet old interview clips from Diggs' former friend who accused the New England Patriots star of SA. She also briefly changed her profile picture to a viral video of Diggs on a yacht with women in a moment that allegedly involved drugs. Now, there was a point in time where Cardi B and Stephon Diggs went on a yacht out in the middle of the ocean. There was other women there as well. So this is from Baller Alert. Shout out to Baller Alert here. Good play. Hang on, give me a moment. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got it now. Okay, here we go, y'all. Trigger warning for everybody, okay? So, I'm sure you guys have heard it before, but...
The fuck? You want me in your fucking hospital bed owing me, bitch. I'm not playing. And if you think you're gonna be looking for loopholes, harassing the people that I'm involved with, I got another shit coming for you, baby.
Shout out to
if you think because you don't mention my fucking name, but you're gonna be harassing the people that I be with, no, I got some shit for you. So be ready for that. You ugly ass bitch.
Is that it?
If you think because you're not using my name, that is so funny because me and my lawyer have been talking about that shit. Bitch, we got something real fucking hot for that ass. Go talk to your lawyer about it. I've been letting you breathe. I've been letting you breathe because shit been going real smooth for me. I'm not letting you bitches breathe no fucking more. That harassment that y'all be thinking that you're gonna be getting
So there is that there, and then continue.
away with is not. Every day y'all harassing me. If y'all not harassing me, y'all find something to harass on somebody that got involved with me. No, I'm gonna motherfucking take it there. For real.
Y'all, it's a long pause. I think Cardi B says something else here, or no? Okay, looks like that's it.
Motherfuckers been fucking trying me.
Like I said, I don't know why all the long pauses. I mean, I wish you would just continued on. You know what I mean?
You know what?
I think y'all get the gist. Anyway, with that being said, Tasha's involvement comes as rumors that Cardi's father, Carlos Almanza, was convicted of attempted rape in 1993 were spread by the fan base of her longtime rival, Nicki Minaj. After going online to deny those claims and highlight her dad's position as an immigrant from the Dominican Republic, she turned her energy toward Tasha K, going off on the blogger on Twitter Spaces. During her rant, the rapper addressed people who accused her of having hurt feelings, saying she's not afraid of men, that these issues are important to her. She highlighted the false rumors about her father by talking about her history as a stripper, saying the allegations are serious to her because of everything she's been through. As for Tasha K specifically, Cardi said the blogger will probably die still owing her money, bragging about always having her bills paid while not owing anyone else a cent. The WAP rapper went on to say that she is now actively consulting her legal team about next steps and potential action tied specifically to ongoing harassment, including restraining order. Listen to what she had to say about Tasha K on her Twitter Spaces below. So you guys got to hear that there. So that is basically the story, right? And everybody has been going off this, that, and the third. And so, I was there for Nick at Night's at a panel about Cardi B, and it was knees weak, arms heavy like spaghetti. I have to tell you. And there were some comments made about how Cardi B moves, calling people cockroaches and this, that, and the third. And let me just say unequivocally, right from this space right here, right now, I don't condone that, right? At all. I think that there are limits and there should be things that are just understood, and everybody has levels to them, right? And I want to play, and with that being said, I want to play this video from Being Beautifully Honest, because she believes, keyword, believes, that this is about colorism. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Work for bread, yeah.
This I feel like is Cardi. So look, you guys, I want to unpack something that I have noticed, and maybe some of you have noticed it too. And I'm just going to say it like this. I feel like it's Cardi B's selective outrage. Yeah, we know. Cardi B, Tasha K, Cardi B versus Tasha K, the Tasha K lawsuit, defamation, judgment, pay her money, all this stuff that people have been saying over the years, right? I get it. But when it comes to this Stefan Diggs story, it is a lot that is coming out. The dude is newsworthy. And like I said before, Stefan Diggs is definitely her baby daddy at this point in time, but he is a very public figure who is not married to Cardi B. And there's a lot of criminalities that allegedly he has been involved in that a lot of people are talking about.
Now, this is very, very true. Now, there has been reports that he has multiple babies. There are some babies that he don't claim, and other allegations as well, right? So, like I said, Stefan Diggs is a public figure, and there's nothing wrong with covering a news story. However, this is Tasha K we're talking about, right? And I think people lose themselves in the midst of a cultural experience by just saying anything, whether it's to have a platform, whether it's to look like they're somebody when really they're nobody, or they're just going against the grain to say that I'm being different. Let's keep going.
And it just seems like there's this selective outrage. She has the smoke and the legal pressure, and definitely the loud, very nasty public condemnation ready for Tasha K. But, and I'm just going to point this out, when it comes to Tisa Tells, seriously, I don't hear any smoke for her. No lawsuits, no statements, honestly, no energy. And I feel like it's a very fair question to ask why. So let's talk about it, shall we? Now, before anyone starts screaming, hate, hater, you're jealous, this is just jealousy. Let me be clear. This conversation is not about hate for Cardi B. It's not about me invoking any legal situations against Tisa Tells. And it's not about favoritism for Tasha K. It's about patterns and the power that, let's be honest, Cardi B has and the favor that she gets with the legal system and even accountability. Cardi B has made it very clear that she cannot stand Tasha K, and she's willing to go all the way legally when she feels attacked. Even if it's not necessarily defamation. Because let's be clear, not every single attack is defamation. And if everybody felt like they were attacked verbally online, the courts would be bogged down in lawsuits. And a lot of them would be getting tossed because it's not illegal. It may not be to some a moral thing. It may not be something that people would like to have happen about them or even care to do themselves. But you don't take people to court, and you can't really sue someone just for lying. Defamation and lying, it's not the same thing. And being verbally attacked, or not even so much attacked, but just talked about in a way that is not favorable, is not against the law.
So being beautifully honest is right. It's not against the law. However, comma, when it comes to Entertainment Tonight, Extra, E-News, right? Access Hollywood, they have standards and practices, right? They have a editor-in-chief, then they have their superiors and their superiors and their superiors. It goes through, the ringer, as they say, right? You know how like there's different wash cycles on the washing machine, goes through different cycles, right? Before it's finally published. And here's the thing. Lying and defamation are two completely different things, right? Lying on somebody is basically saying something that is not true. Defamation is saying something that is damaging to somebody's character. But here's the gag of that, right? If you do defame somebody's character and it is also a lie, then guess what? I believe you should be able to go for suing that person. Absolutely, right? Like I said, there's nothing wrong with Tasha K covering the Stephon Diggs story if that's what she was doing, right? Nothing wrong with it, right? And Milagro Grams, who is negative $10,000 in the hole, lost her only source of income, the station head contract, for $6,300, right? And just came out to degrade, belittle, and try to erase a man's pain about being great with Diamond Clerkin. It comes a point in time where, in the words of Uncle Ben from Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So I really don't believe, hey, Justine Bell, good to see you, gorgeous. I really don't believe that being beautifully honest is being beautifully honest about what she's saying. Just like I don't believe Nick at Night is really being fully sincere about the underbelly of what's not being said. Let's keep going. And also, too, that goes to people that think like them, women, and the red pill men. Okay? We equal opportunity over here. Okay? Let's keep going.
So we saw all of that play out publicly with Tasha K. The lawsuit was filed, judgment issued, and careers were impacted. So when people notice that another content creator is speaking critically, persistently, let's be clear, and sometimes harshly in a way that's not favorable, even somewhat making fun of the situation, shall we say, but you don't even hear any critique or commentary coming at that content creator. And also there's no legal response, but there are threats against the one that you already went through it with before. I feel like it raises legitimate questions.
I think legitimate questions are in the eye of the beholder. Now, I say that because I think it really depends on the gravity and the depth of how the frequency is of that person and how they move, right? Tisa Tales is a content creator like Milagro Grams and Tasha K is, right? In the same token of that, right, I believe that at the beginning, middle, and end of the day, just because somebody doesn't catch everything doesn't mean they're not watching. If we all remember the Milagro Grams trial, when the Milagro Grams and Megan Thee Stallion trial, rather, and when Megan got asked, is this the only person that you're suing? Megan said no, right? So just because Cardi B hasn't got to Tisha Tales doesn't mean that she will never get to it. You don't know what somebody is doing behind the scenes. So legitimate is in the eye of the beholder. I'm calling that bullshit. Let's roll on. Like I said, I'm going off of the merits of this video. I'm not attacking personally. I'm not saying, being beautifully honest, that Nick at Night or anybody that, has another opinion, and that goes for the women and for the men. I know I'm frozen. Give me a moment. I'll be back. There we go. I'm not saying that Nick at Night or being beautifully honest, the women and the red pill men, I'm not saying that they are not this, that, and the third. But in the same token, if you have enough gumption within your soul to stump the yard, you should be able to have an open dialogue where you could be wrong. Not saying being beautifully honest is wrong, but there's a chance that she could be wrong. Let's keep going. Like I said, legitimate questions are in the eye of the beholder, depending on if there is a foundation of legitimacy to ask questions. Let's keep going.
Because if the issue is misinformation or defamation, the response shouldn't depend on who is speaking. It should depend on what is being said. And
No, it should also depend on who is speaking. Have we forgot about P. Diddy and all the things that he did? Yeah, all those things related to him. Okay? All right? We Gucci? Okay. Let's roll on.
Clearly, Cardi B can't stand Tasha K. Clearly, we get that. But I am honestly talking about this, guys, because I had done some previous commentary during the time of the Diddy trial where I was talking about that I felt like it seems to me, and this is my personal opinion, feel free to disagree, it's fine. We don't all have to agree, but I felt like Tisha Tales gets a lot of favor over Tasha K. Yes, they both have large platforms. Yes, they both do commentary on celebrities and trending news topics and things like that. And they both have their own way of talking about the content that they talk about. I've seen a lot of people say they love Tisha Tales. And then I've seen some people say, I can't really take her. I don't really listen to her, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And then I've heard similar critique about Tasha K. I've seen people saying things like talking about, I can't stand Tasha K. All she does is tear down Black people. I can't stand her, blah, blah, blah. And then I've seen some people say that they love her. Everybody has the right to like who they like and not like who they don't like. But
no. So wait a minute. She just said, and I quote, everybody got the right to like who they like and don't like who they don't like. So why did you make this video if you know people got the right to do that? Because it seems to me, and I'm not going to say jealousy here, but it seems to me that, you know what? Listen, I believe that this is wrong because I said so. Not because I believe there is any faculty within my hypothesis to execute this experiment of what I'm thinking, right? Like I said, freedom of speech. She's got the right to say what she's saying. I got the right to say what I'm saying. But if you know people got the right to like who they like and not like who they don't like, why does it matter to you? If it didn't matter to you, you would not have uploaded this video. So obviously, you're upset that other people exist in the world. You're upset that other people have an opinion. And you're upset that the circumstances that are surrounding this are not favorable circumstances that are in your perimeter for you to be able to make $1.15 so you can be logical. Oh, we're breaking it down like that tonight. Okay, let's keep going.
To be real, and we should be honest when it comes to this content creator space and how people feel like it's okay to critique one and off, in an awfully harshly way. Let's be clear. But then the other one, and this is my personal opinion, I feel like Tisa Tells gets the grace, and it's like, oh, it's just Tisa Tells. But because, let's be clear, I know a lot of people don't like talking about this subject, but it is a real thing. Colorism is extremely prevalent and present when it comes to that space, okay? Some people see her as extremely beautiful, and I talked about this before, guys, in my commentary that I did before during the Diddy trial. I cannot find that clip, and if I find it, I'll insert it in this commentary, where Gene Deal himself said out of his own mouth that he would prefer to do an interview with Tisa Tells over Tasha K, because he said Tasha K is ugly and Tisa Tells is beautiful. Do you know that first of all is not true? But secondly, do you know?
Hold on. That's not true to you. That's not true to you. Let me say that again. That is not true to Being Beautifully Honest. She thinks Tisa Tells is ugly. From that statement, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now, while I think that, trying to figure out who to sit down and do an interview with in terms of, somebody's prettiness is bullshit, because sitting down with somebody to interview and deciding on that fact, on who should do it, should be based on the merits of the interviewer, how they have done their research, and how they have treated others in the past. Let's keep going.
How harmful that is for a black man, and I'm gonna just say it like this, a nigga, to sit and say some shit like that about a black woman, because that is definitely, when it comes to the colorism situation and the narratives that are out here, that is how a lot of people see the two. They look at Tisa Tells as angelic, and she's so beautiful. She's just doing her thing. She's just pumping out all that content. And she's gotten into those spaces where she's able to get to speak to Nancy Grace and get on these other shows. And did you know that she was in the Diddy documentary? I watched it the first time, but I watched it with my husband, and he talks a lot. So I had to go back and watch some of it. I haven't even watched the entirety of it, but when I watched some of it again, I was like, I didn't know that Tisa Tells was in the documentary. But I say that to say, not hating on her having the opportunity to be on the documentary.
You're not hating on her for being in the documentary, but you just said everything that you said. So you said what you really wanted to say, and then basically powder mentally to say what you really want to say. From my perspective, like you said, Being Beautifully Honest, this is your opinion and this is mine. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Let's mention too, there's a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that we should not be about the color of our skin, but about the content of our character, right? And would it be fair to say, maybe, that if you got sued for saying a mother and her child had herpes and was on Coca-Cola and it wasn't true, do you think any media organization would have them in a documentary? Let's really think about this. And I'm actually being very loving, kind, and gracious to Being Beautifully Honest, right? Because First Amendment, freedom of speech, this, that, the third. But it's just something in this video, right? Something in the buttermilk ain't clean, right? And not to mention too, it's not every black man, right? So I'm gonna just show you two people, right? Just show you two people, okay? Just show you two people real quick. This is Lisa Ray McCoy. She's always been a beautiful woman, but she is of a lighter complexion. Players Club, single ladies, cocktail queens. She was just on Queen's Court, did a great job there, right? Beautiful woman. Niecy Nash Betts won her first Emmy ever, been long overdue. She's been on Clean House, Reno 911, going back to Clean House, that was on the Style Network before it became the Esquire Network. Mayhem and Foolishness. She's done dramatic roles. She's done comedic roles. She was just in All In on Hulu. And here's the gag. Both of these women are beautiful. And I like them both. Quite frankly, as a black man, if Niecy Nash was single and if Niecy Nash was single and Lisa Ray McCoy was single, and they both liked me and want to have a threesome with me, I ain't turned both of them down. And so to say that one's angelic and one is not, and you saying that, you know, a lot of people move in this fashion, you can't paint everybody with a broad brush, child. And you jumped ahead of your skis and you're making a check that your ass can't cash. But most of all, you shot from your rocket to try to land on the moon of being right when you fell in amongst the stars of being loud, wrong, and idiotic in your behavior just to exist in social media, the world, and what have you. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Lying about a lot of things. And there are actually some people that said that she lied about some things, but a lot of people were saying she gives a lot of misinformation and she exaggerates. But I'm saying that to say, when it comes to Tasha Tells, they will use words like she exaggerates, she misinforms, she goes above and beyond. She isn't 100% being factual, but when they describe Tasha K, the same things could be said about her, but they will just outright say, oh, she's just an effing liar. All that bitch does is tear people down. She just tears down black people. She's just a liar. I've seen it, guys. And it's like, are we serious right now?
Now, hang on a second. Didn't you just say in this same video that people have the right to like who they like and for people to not like who they don't like? Let me repeat that 2 more times. Didn't you say in this video that people have the right to like who they like and not like who they don't like? Didn't you say in this video one more fucking time for the one more motherfucking time that people have the right to not like who they don't like and like who they want to like? And sweetheart, honey peaches, there's this thing called the First Amendment. Don't know if you know about it. It allows you to speak, whether you want to speak of intelligence or ignorance, or just be a fucking dumbass. Okay? That goes for me too. But what we can't negate here is that Tasha K did some shit to get those remarks. Everything I'm saying ain't about color. It's about the motherfucking facts as they are. You know how they say, just because you put lipstick on pig doesn't mean it's still not pig? This is what being beautifully honest is doing. That's what Nick at Night was doing. She was saying what she was saying about Cardi B, this, that, and the third, and trying to determine, or how can I put it? Figures around that. Nick at Night was saying what she was saying, right? And she was saying that Cardi B wasn't black. But last time I checked, I don't think Nick at Night, being beautifully honest, myself or Mom Wiggins or anybody in the black community are in charge of giving out black cards. Last time I checked. And by the way, I don't hate Nick at Night. I don't hate being beautifully honest. I'm subscribed to both. I think it's important that we have different voices, but in the same token, I believe that it is just as important as it is to have different voices. It is important to have different voices of, wait a minute, can we really just be still for a minute? Just because I'm asking questions doesn't mean I hate you. But what's not being said? What's your process to not say it? And is there a weight of you? Is there a weight on you that's too heavy for you to get off because you know that you can't handle the pressure of having an open mind? Let's keep going.
So to see Tasha Tells getting a seat at the table, getting an opportunity to be in the Diddy documentary, but yet they want Tasha K blackballed because she's a black woman with darker black skin. I'm just keeping it real, guys. That's how I feel. It's my personal opinion.
I'm glad you said that. You keeping it real according to your point of view. Because realness, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. Let's keep going.
I just think it's wild. So let's talk about some of these video titles. It's Cardi B's Stefan's Other Woman. Full police report reveals Cardi.
Now, hang on, Stefan's Other Woman is not really wrong because Cardi B and Stefan Diggs are, they together some shape, form, or fashion. So that's not really wrong. I feel like you were just saying that to, once again, just have a point to exist in this conversation that the culture's having. But let's keep going.
And Stefan and PR relationship that went too far.
Some people have called it a PR relationship. There's a good and bad side to every cultural story. There are going to be people that are going to be for and against. Let's keep going.
Offset involved in Unthinkable and plans to use Cardi's love for Stefan to get full custody.
Now, with, Offset, he did go off about, Cardi being with Stefan because I believe that they're still married. So he said something, but nothing has been said about him getting full custody. Now, that's a lie, right? I get the thing about me, I give credit where credit is due, right? Let's keep going.
Stefan's baby moms humiliates Cardi in loaded IG post. Cardi's PR machine in full effect to cover up. Cardi blindsided. Stefan confirms 4 newborns, sad, separate holidays, and sister wives.
So, to give context, conjecture, connection, shout out to Assy9 Extras, who did a great deep dive on the Stefan Diggs story, that he does have other baby mamas. And, those baby moms, right, they all came together for Christmas. Now, would it be fair to say that Being Beautifully Honest doesn't care about Black people getting along? Because if the baby mamas are getting along and all the kids are getting along, then what fucking business is of yours, right? Now, like I said, Asinine Extras, I believe he covered that, and other people have too. So there is context, conjecture, and connection here, right? So let's keep going.
Another video, and it's, including a bunch of other people, is Diddy, Ray J, and then it says Cardi B lets loose. Another one, Cardi B disappoints. Another one.
So Cardi B lets loose and Cardi B disappoints. Okay, Cardi B does things that does disappoint people, and sometimes Cardi B lets loose. She sounded like when Dave and Buster sued to compare for the words of eat, play, drink, watch. Is giving desperation of let me just throw anything to the wall to see if it sticks. Let's keep going.
Full police report reveals Cardi and Stefan a PR relationship that went too far. Victim identified as ... Another one.
I don't believe they released. Let me take that back. I do believe that somebody on the internet did release a picture of what the chef looked like. Sometimes when it comes to, cases, as we all have learned, sometimes they're under seal, but then other times they become public. So if somebody reveals that name, then it is what it is, right? So pop the helium in that balloon. Let's keep going.
Wait, Stefan actually Cardi's handler? Sources say label overjoyed.
Now that's a lie because both of them are grown people. So there's another lie. So 2 lies so far. Okay. All right.
At how he's trained her. I'm just saying, guys, it's like, come on. These are videos that Tisa Tells has made, and granted, I have not watched them. And yes, sometimes the titles and the thumbnails maybe used as clickbait. I don't really know what she actually said in the videos, but just that alone, it's like, you're not upset over that, but you're upset over a post that did not even name Cardi B.
Now, here's the thing, right? If Tasha K was really about her business, right, she would report the facts as is. But the gag is, we all know people who sneak this, nice, nasty, this, that, and the third, right? So everybody has it in them, including myself. And with that being said, right, when the situation came up with Stefan Diggs, yes, there are multiple baby mamas. But if you say that this baby mama's got priority, but there's one baby mama that's just a portal to birth life, this, that, and the third, you know how to disguise and misdirect and do invisible ink energy on a story. So the reason why Cardi B probably felt the way that she felt is because Tasha K does have that energy to bite in any way, shape, form, or fashion, right? So I see both sides of this, actually. I see the side of Cardi B that after you said, and let me say this on camera, after you said me and my child had herpes and I was on Coca-Cola and all that was defamation and lies and I beat you, or we're, in the words of Cardi, we're having beef forever, right? That's Cardi's side. On the other side of that, I don't think black women should be called cockroaches. I don't believe black women should be called out their name, this, that, and the third, and Cardi has done those things, and that is disrespectful, disgusting, and blasphemous behavior. Full stop, right? And on the other side of that, if Tasha K was just covering the story to be the story and did not do any undercutting, then Tasha K has every right to cover the story. Like I said, everyone has the right to their opinion. I'm just giving a different point of view. Because like I said, I come from the world of media. Radio taught me how to find my voice. Television taught me how to control it. The marketplace taught me how to diversify it. Without communication and without media being a portal to receive information, there is no world. So let's keep going.
But it was about Stefan Diggs, and now you're threatening Tasha K, and you're calling her ugly and all this other stuff like that. It's like, wow, the selective outrage is crazy. And here's the thing, guys, defamation cases are not supposed to be just about being offended. They're supposed to be about proving false statements of fact published with negligence or malice and that caused measurable harm, more specifically financially. And listen, the thing about these celebrities like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion saying some vlogger or blogger made comments about them that made them go and seek therapy and they had to spend $500,000 on therapy. I'm sorry, I'm just not buying that. I don't believe it. I don't. I just don't. And that's not to say that these people did not seek therapy or help. But like I said before, when it came to that situation, when she was going through the trial with Tasha K, my personal opinion, and I stand on it, this is my opinion, I didn't feel that if she did go to therapy, it was because of the things that Tasha K said. I feel like it had a lot to do with what she was going through in her marriage, and she's still married to somebody, and now she's a baby mama to another man. I'm just saying, I feel like a lot of it had to do with her own personal choices and decisions, not mistakes, decisions, but it's easy to point the finger and have a scapegoat. So it's like, well, I'm suing this bitch, so I'll just go ahead and say that she was the one that caused me all of this emotional and mental harm. The same as with Megan Thee Stallion and the other vlogger. Again, like I said, she may have sought treatment and gotten mental health help, but I really do not believe that because of that vlogger, she had to spend $240-something thousand on some therapy. I'm sorry, I'm just not buying it. Especially in light of the fact that she had lost her mother, her grandmother. She's been going through a lot. She dealt with a very public humiliating situation when it came to Tory Lanez, multiple, because when it came to whether she had sex with him or not, whether he banged her in the foot or not, whether he banged her or not, and all of the other things that came along with that, and not really having a close and personal support system, and all of the drinking allegedly that she was doing. It's very, very well possible that she sought treatment and help and therapy, but I don't believe that it's fair to put all of that on the vlogger. Again, it's my personal opinion.
Okay, so let's pause it here, right? So let's just say, I'm going to say this on the big screen. So, being beautifully honest, that is your opinion. No matter how much you say opinion, and that is yours, doesn't mean that is bullshit to other people. Now, let's take it here. You said that you married. However long y'all been married, Mama said, Mama Sama, Maku Sama, also talk congratulations to you for your marriage. Let's just say that somebody tonight on YouTube or on social media says, Beth, being beautifully honest, and her child both have herpes. Oh, I'm taking it there so we can understand where we are. Let's add. So that's one thing we're adding to the pile. Now, let's just say a couple weeks later, Beth, being beautifully honest, gets pounded in the foot. Ah! Oh my God! Oh, please! Now, let's add that to the pile. By the way, I'm not wishing that on Beth, being beautifully honest, for that situation or the other thing. And let's just add Nick at Night to that too. Let's just say somebody said Nick at Night and her child had herpes or have herpes. And let's say a couple weeks later, many weeks later, that Nick at Night gets pounded in the foot. Not wishing out Nick at Night or her child, right? For either situation, right? So two things on the pile. Now, imagine, if you will, you have Lati Dati and everybody in the world to talk with your girl, dismissing your pain, your testimony, your strife, your confusion, your, trying to find your mental. And then imagine you are at a level, right, that because of what people say has weight, and you lose out on things that make your life stable and whole and fulfilling. Let me ask you this. If all that happened to you, Beth, being beautifully honest, Nick at Night, anybody else who has an opinion like them, and that goes for men and women, would you have the same energy? Would you have the same energy for giving love, grace, and space to Tasha K and Milagro Grams if they did that to you, Beth, being beautifully honest, and to Nick at Night? I think both of y'all are fabulous content creators. I really do. I went into being beautifully honest chat and just commented because she said you could give your opinion. And I did say why I said in Nick's chat of she don't give out no black cards. Nobody does. But in the same token of that, Nick at Night had a great intro showcasing the history of her media career. And somebody said, I don't understand why this intro is the intro. I said, it goes to show how far she's come. And I liked it because if you don't celebrate you, who will? Just because we don't like somebody's opinion doesn't mean we have to be an asshole to them. Let's keep going.
Okay. So, with that being said, I do believe that Cardi B got a lot of favor in the justice system, as well as Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion didn't get the outcome that she ultimately was hoping for. It wasn't a Cardi B-sized judgment. But again, the attempts to silence bloggers because they're talking about things that you don't want them talking about is just not really fair, especially to go that route to do it.
So let me bring up something real quick, right? Because Beth, being beautifully honest, is always in tune with everything going on, right? Okay, okay. And this recently happened. We actually reported on this story right here on Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Since she said since Beth, being beautiful, I said what she said of you can't silence bloggers because you don't want them talking about things that could hurt you. Here's a legitimate story about Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. As it pulls up here. Models sue Rock Nation over alleged Billboard swim use of Megan Thee Stallion's swimwear line photos. 2 New York-based models say images shot for Megan Thee Stallion's brand were paid for limited use tied to only social media. Let me read it for you. 2 models who appeared in promotional images for Megan Thee Stallion's Hot Girl Summer swimwear line, which I believe is at Walmart, also too on her website as well, are suing Rock Nation, claiming their photos were used for Billboard ads without their permission. According to legal documents reviewed by Billboard and Billboard.com, 2 New York-based models, Janelle De La Cruz and Tonya Wade, filed separately but nearly identical suits on Tuesday, December 6th of 2025, alleging that the Jay-Z founded company hired them for the April photo shoot tied to the swimwear line, which launched in May. De La Cruz and Wade were paid $5,000 and $8,700 respectively, plus agency fees under contracts that allegedly allowed their photos to be used only in social media advertising. The complaints claim the images later appeared on billboards in Los Angeles and 3 other USCs, exceeding the agreed upon scope. Both lawsuits stated, reportedly in identical language, Rock Nation had a limited license to use plaintiff's likeness from the April 30th, 2025 photo shoot. Defendant knew that it did not have plaintiff's consent and did not make any attempt to notify that plaintiff's likeness would be used without plaintiff's consent. De La Cruz and Wade argue Rock Nation was unjustly enriched and are seeking unspecified damages for breach of contract, misappropriation of likeness, and false advertising. Right here, Megan Thee Stallion, whose real name is Megan P, is not named as a defendant or accused of wrongdoing. Basil Hamich, the attorney representing both models, told Billboard that he and his team look forward to vindicating our clients' rights and trying these cases. We take models' rights very seriously. Hamish added, we consider Rock Nation's unlawful conduct against our clients to be egregious. Okay, now, just read that story. Now, since being beautifully honest, Beth said you cannot just silence bloggers because you don't want them talking about things that are unfavorable to you. Let me go to my email inbox right now live while I'm here with y'all. Okay, I'm refreshing. Okay, so I did not get an email from Megan Thee Stallion's legal team to say, Braylon, shut the fuck up about this story. Because it's a factual story, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And then if we go back here, because I actually typed it in Google. Tools, 79,000 results, right? Okay. Now, Beth, being beautifully honest, said that you can't silence bloggers because you don't want them talking about things that are unfavorable to you. Got it. Okay. So let's see if Cardi B, right, will sue me live, right, about this next story that I'm about to read to y'all live. Okay, here we go. From Hot New Hip Hop. Okay. Cardi B admits she exceeded her tour budget by millions. Cardi B is currently preparing to embark on her Little Miss Drama Tour in support of her sophomore album, Am I the Drama? 2026 is sure to be a busy year for Cardi B. On top of adjusting to life as a working mother of four, enjoying her relationship with Stefon Diggs, she's also gearing up to kick off her Little Miss Drama Tour yesterday, January 7th. She went live on Instagram to provide her supporters with a brief update. According to her, preparing for the tour has her exhausted and she's struggling a bit with the budget. I'm over a couple million on my budget tour, rather, she revealed per Billboard. We redid the budget, so now it's just like I gotta find the fucking money, or I would have to put some of my own money for things I want because I went over budget. I feel like we do the budget every other week and shit. It's just like a lot, she continued. On top of that, it's a lot of dance moves that I gotta do. And I'm just ready to go home. I don't know what it's about LA, but I don't like being in LA anymore. Now, she also says, I ain't no damn Beyonce, so don't be expecting any of that. I don't got that production money, but bitch, I'm going to give it all I got. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to I'm popping it. She concluded this tour is catered to Barty Gang and to people who are not even Barty Gang, but are some type of fan of mine or just want to have a good time. Cardi B's Little Miss Drama Tour is scheduled to begin on February 11th with a performance in the Psalm Desert, California. It also features dates in Seattle, Phoenix, Dallas, Denver, Chicago, Toronto, and more. Tickets are available for purchase now. Give me a moment, because I want to play one more thing. Let's play one more thing. Okay, so this is from, now this clip is from Gossip, right? Courtesy of Red Media. Shout out to them on Twitter. Now let's play it.
Now I ain't no damn Beyonce, so don't be expecting none of that shit, Big Daddy. I don't got that budget money. I don't got that production money, but it's gonna be, bitch, I'm gonna give it all I got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working hard. I'm popping it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working. So yes, this tour is catered to Barty Gang and to people that are not even Barty Gang, but are just some type of fan of mine or just want to come have a good time, bitch, because we're gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? When I go to your fucking city, bitch, I'm gonna be a fucking deal. You know what I'm saying? When I go to your city.
Okay, so since Beth said that bloggers get sued for saying things that could be damaging to, celebrities, let me refresh my phone right now. Beth, I'm really looking, Beth, being beautiful house. I'm really looking right now. No, I did not get an email from Cardi B's team for a lawsuit. What a shocking concept. Because I talked about the story factually. You see how I didn't eat this, I didn't add any sauce, I didn't do the most. Let's go back to being beautifully honest. Okay? All right.
Hell, make a song about it. Sell some music. If you want to talk about them, talk about it in your music. Sell the music and make money off of it versus spending all of the money on a lawyer or a legal team, all of these outfits where you're just pretty much having a photo shoot every time you're going to the courthouse. Your hair, makeup is done, outfits are flawless, and it's a moment in memory, but you're wasting all this money on the legal team because ultimately in those situations, and I've said this before and I will continue to say it, in those types of situations, the only people who really win are the lawyers, especially when it's the lawyers that represent the celebrities, because you better be damn sure that if they have their client come to them saying, I want to file a motion or I want to do this, I want to do that, they will say, aye, aye, Captain. And they'll rack up those billable hours so that they can get paid. They don't care about them. And I know that of a certainty because I was a legal assistant for 12 years, baby. I know of what I speak.
So you know what you speak, but yet you had to say it. You know what you speak, but yet you had to say. You know what you speak, but yet you had to say it. Now, I want to bring up being beautifully honest for a minute. I want to bring up another content creator, if you'll indulge me. real quick here, everybody, because I just want to see something, you know. Just want to see something. Okay. So she said that she worked 12 years, right? Okay. All right, child. That's what she said, okay? That's what she said. Now, here is Being Beautifully Honest YouTube channel, right? Life is short. Kobe Bryant passes away at 41. Stripped down Sundays. Continue convo about Kristen Will. Pastor suing /King Jobs. Pass and hashtag Larry Reed Live. So much in the news I can't keep up. Interview with Tasha K on business betrayal, lessons learned, and overcoming bullshit. Okay. You said you worked in law for 12 years. So you know what you speak of. Now, here's Pam Esquire, right? She just went live yesterday addressing recent allegations, reinstatement claim for Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Let me pull it up here. Hang on. So this is Pam Esquire reading.
Milagro said, "Oh,
okay." And we just keep going and 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 going. Now, this is not to say that Being Beautifully Honest has to do what Pam Esquire, the law intellect, does. But you said that you covered the Diddy trial. Where? Where? Because I would like to know where on your YouTube channel have you really covered the trial? I would just like to know, because, and you know what? Let's go to my channel, right? You know, I'm talking about Nika. Now I'm talking about Being Beautifully Honest. I'm talking about men that think like them, right? Everybody, and like Being Beautifully Honest says, everybody got the right to who they like and who they don't like, right? So let's go to my channel real quick. I'm gonna pull it up, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think I was stumping the yard every day at 6 o'clock during the trial. I believe on the verdict day, I was up from 10 a.m. that Friday to 7 p.m. that night. And oh my goodness, let's look at this. Wow.
This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. This is for all you multi-talented,
So let's see. That is day 1 of the Diddy trial, day 2 of the Diddy trial, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 9 because it was a weekend, day 13, day 12, day 11, 14, 15, 16. 17th, 18th, 23rd, 22nd, 21st, 20th, and 19th. So if we go back to your YouTube channel, and I'm not being colorist when I say this, sweetheart, because we're both the same skin complexion. Your lives versus mine. And then on top of that, sweetheart, okay, let's go to lives. These are all the lives that I've done. Okay. All right. Let's scroll for a minute. Okay. You had enough faculties within you to make an opinion, right? I got enough faculties in me to respond respectfully, accordingly, and justly, right? And I've actually been very loving, kind, and gracious to you. I haven't really called you out your name. I haven't said this, that, and the third. And nor do I need to add that energy, because the facts are facts. Now I'm gonna do a glasses thing right now, so give me a moment. Does it look clearer on 1? Give me a moment, yo. Does it look clearer on 1 or 2? Does it look clearer on 1 or 2? Does it look clearer on 1 or 2? I think it looks clearer on 2 than 1. I could be wrong, but hey, what do I know, right? I'm just a black man talking on YouTube. Right? And if we really want to, talk about some things, right? You want to talk about somebody who covered the Diddy trial? Let's look at Nika Knight's page and let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. There's more lives here than being beautifully honest. And oh my God, look at that. Live from the Diddy sentencing. She covered the Diddy trial. So there's Tory Lane's appellate live stream. In addition to other things, Carisha Jenkins, best friend passes away on boat. Fat Joe forced him to smash 4,000 chicks. Haley's text revealed that she is. Oh, wait! Oh my look! God is amazing. Hold on a second. Let's look at who's here. I believe that's Tasha Tells and Nick at Night, and I believe that's on my wig is with Nick at Night. Now let's go back to your page. But you say that you worked in law for 12 years, so you know what you speak of. Let's go back to your lives. If you worked for 12 years, you would at least showcase it on your YouTube channel. Let's go back to her video.
Trust and believe. So Cardi B being silent on Tasha Tells, but loud and vocal and just got her with it when it comes to Tasha K is some wild work. And I feel like it's the statements that's made about Tasha K by her, she would never do about Tasha Tells, ever. I don't. I'm not saying that she likes what's being said about her by Tasha Tells, but I don't think...
What did you just say? You just said, quote, it's not like I don't think she doesn't like what Tasha Tells is saying, but she's not giving any energy. I think that's what we would call a contradiction, don't you think? Just because she hasn't said anything doesn't mean she won't say something, right? But when you have went through something traumatic and that person rises up again, that re-triggers you. Fight or flight. Did you not have a case that was about DV, SA, or anything of criminal, civil, that involved conflict, where there was a fight or flight pattern in the 12 years that you supposedly worked in legal? I'm just asking a question. Let's keep going.
I think she would ever get online and say the things that she said about Tasha K the same way she would do it about Tasha Tells, if she would even speak on it. So why go nuclear on one commentator but ignore the other? So, the Tasha and Tasha, comparison and debate, if you want to call it, some believe it's about optics and colorism. And I would have to agree with that.
But that doesn't mean everybody is colorist and it's about colorism and this, that, and the third. So you said, let's go back. I'm gonna pull up the right here.
It's about optics and colorism. And the Tasha.
And I'm gonna bold it here with the closed caption. I'm gonna bold it here with the closed caption. It's gonna be a moment. Subtitles, options, 100. Okay, right here. So let's watch again.
And Tasha, comparison and debate, if you want to call it, some believe it's about optics and colorism.
Let's zoom in on that. Some believe it's about optics and colorism. So some doesn't mean all people, right? Right? I'm just asking a question. You said to give your opinion. That's exactly what I'm doing. You said some believe it's about optics and colorism. Some people believe it's about optics and colorism. That doesn't mean everybody believes it. Let's keep going.
And I would have to agree with that. And she's been lucky enough to build up a brand where she has been labeled an A-list celebrity off of being outspoken, unfiltered, and definitely responsive. So when she's choosing restraint when it comes to someone like Tisha Tells, but she is extremely rowdy online when it comes to Tasha K, I'm questioning the consistency and the credibility, because to me it looks selective. So when fans rush to defend her without asking questions like this, I feel like it reinforces this culture where people embrace these celebrities as if they know them, these
That's not everybody though, right? I do think that parasocial relationships have gotten way out of hand. And I do believe that celebrities wish for a time where they were not known. And I think we wish for a time where, guess what, we didn't have to know about everything. But we're in 2026. But some people know how to log on, enjoy, and get off. And some people, because they don't know how to enjoy anything in reality, they got to enjoy it virtually. I'm going to talk about something here in a minute that I think that Nick at Night and Being Beautifully Honest are both being a part of, and women that think like them, and the red pill men that believe black women are this, that, and third. And by the way, black men, without black women, there's no us. Without black women, you can't be a girl dad. Sorry. What you want me to do? Okay? All right. Moving on.
social relationships to these celebrities, because celebrities, you now kind of know a lot of what is going on in their personal lives because they choose to share a lot of stuff on social media. And the low-key worship of some of these celebrities that people really will not admit. They'll say things like, oh, Cardi, that's my girl, versus I worship Cardi. I idolize Cardi B, because that wouldn't sound, really sane if they said that. So it's better to say, oh, Cardi, that's my girl. I love Cardi B. I love her music. I love how she speaks. I love this. I love that about her. You don't even know her.
So here's the gag, right? You're right. People don't know Cardi, but yet you don't know Tisha Tells, but yet you made a whole video on her, though. Let me say it 2 more times on the big screen. You don't know Tisha Tells, but yet you made a whole video on her. You don't know Tisha Tells, but you made a whole video on her. You met Tasha K one time on an interview you did on your channel, but you don't know her. But yet you have the right to like who you like and who you don't like, using your words, right? And also, too, she's leaving out the fact that there's a spectrum of fans, right? There are some people that are consumers and viewers, right? Viewers are down here, consumers are down here. Viewers, they like the art. They like, what they get into. For example, did y'all know Cardi B is the owner of Whip Shots, the vodka whipped cream? Yeah. NYX Makeup, that huge Super Bowl commercial that she did. Cardi B does have other businesses. So some people like Cardi B because she's a businesswoman. Some people like her for love and hip hop. So those are the viewers, right? The consumers, they like the music, they like the TV, they like the podcast, they like the appearances, they like Lati Dati and everybody that wants to cheat on with your girl of anything to get there. But you didn't mention that because it would not the narrative of your bullshit that you're giving out. Like you said, my opinion. Let's get back to it.
And we live in an opinion-based society. And unfortunately, if you're like me and you live in the United States of America, over here, they value entertainment over education.
Once again, that's not true for everybody. I think that, and you know what? I'm going to just say this. Maybe Being Beautifully Honest doesn't know who she is as a woman, Maybe she doesn't know who she is as Beth the individual, and maybe she's never been in spaces where she's been able to breathe in her humanity. So because she doesn't have anything of value, she's painting everybody with a broad brush about everybody cares about entertainment over education. That's not true at all. I care about HBCUs, right? Just as much as I care about entrepreneurship, right? Now, entrepreneurship and HBCUs are two completely different things, and you can do both of them in an entertainment fashion, but I don't have to be one-dimensional just because you have no dimensions to you. Moving on.
That's just the way it is. So a lot of people have made businesses and money off of the entertainment industry. That is what Tasha K has been doing, as well as Tisha Tells.
And you as well. Moving on.
Ain't knocking their hustle, so I'm not sitting.
You're not knocking their hustle, but yet you drag Tisha Tells for what? Let's see, 21 minutes and 26 seconds. Yeah.
Here rooting for her to get a lawsuit filed against.
The possibilities there. Once again, my opinion. Rolling on.
Her because of her opinion either. I'm just talking about the fact that I feel like there's this selective outrage and scrutiny when it comes to the two of them, and she gets more favor than Tasha K gets, and a lot of it is rooted in colorism. A lot of people will not admit it, but it is just a fact, guys. It is. Hate it or love it, it's a fact. And because we live in this opinion-based society, at the end of it all, nobody is above scrutiny. Not bloggers, vloggers.
So no one's above scrutiny, right? So because you said that, I should not be hearing a fifth quarter or a half a response from you, right? Because you said nobody is above critique. That includes you, right? Okay, let's keep going.
Not influencers and not even celebrities with multi-million-dollar legal teams. Scrutiny versus defamation is one thing. And nobody that is talking about it is really talking about it from that perspective, because you even have lawyers who are on social media now that are just rooting for Cardi B because it's more favorable to root for her over Tasha K.
But didn't you say nobody's above scrutiny? So those lawyers have the right to their opinion. It's called the First Amendment. Like, what are we doing here? Let's keep going.
So it's like they'll just come right out and say, oh yeah, she's got a case. She knows she shouldn't be talking about Cardi B, but yet not acknowledging the fact that Tasha K never even mentioned her.
Once again, if Tasha K was about her business, you're right in every shape, fashion, and form. But because we know Tasha K has an underbelly of being vindictive, you can say Cardi B without saying it if you know how to word it right? Like you said, I'm not wishing Tisha Tells get a lawsuit. I'm not hating on her. Tasha K doesn't get opportunities like Tisha Tells does. So you are trying to say about colorism, right? That it's about this, that, and third, but you really said a lot of bullshit just to have a video on YouTube. Let's keep going. Oh, in my opinion.
So if she's loud when she feels like it benefits her, where she does because of the celebrity status that she has, and let's be clear, the colorism of it all, a lot of people do see her more favorably than they look at Tasha K, and they just look at Tasha K as the defendant, and Cardi B is the innocent old plaintiff whose feelings were hurt and she was just attacked by Tasha K. But yet they don't have that same smoke for somebody like Tisha Tells, who's out here putting out content like she's talking about, where she's literally naming her. So those who have an eye to see and an ear to hear, who are actual critical thinkers, they are going to notice when she's quiet about something like that. And again, it just is what it is. I still believe, I said it before, and I said it during the Diddy trial, and I'm saying it again. When it comes to this blogging space and the way they choose to do their content, and it's their choice to do it how they choose to do it, because it is their platforms and it's their space to run it the way that they run it. It's like she doesn't get the scrutiny and critique that Tasha K gets. And a lot of it has to do with colorism and what some people call this pretty privilege. Let's be
You said some believe that has to do with colorism. So is it everybody believes it's colorism or some? Because you're looking like a flip-flopper with that statement you just said. Let's keep going.
Be clear. I feel like both of them are beautiful women. They're
Both of them are beautiful women, even though you basically just said in this last couple of seconds that Cardi B is an innocent victim and this, that, and the third, but then you give her a compliment after. Okay.
They're beautiful in their own ways. And for those who are sitting out here saying Tasha K is ugly, you need to look in the mirror. And I've heard some people saying that about her that I'm like, really, nigga? Did you just say that? But okay then. But I want to know your thoughts on.
Okay then. Didn't you say that people have the right to like who they like and who they don't like?
On it, so you let me know. I'm in the comments.
He's a very good man and a very good therapist.
Until next time, I'm Beth, and I'm just being beautifully honest.
Well, I mean, beautifully honest is in the eye of the beholder, just like beauty is. Now, she said Tasha K is ugly, and you need to look in the mirror. It's like, really, nigga? That's what Beth said, right? Here's the gag, right? If, right? Somebody wanted to say that Beth, right here, Beth, being beautifully honest, is ugly. And if they wanted to say Nick at Night is ugly, come here. Just come here. They got the right to do that shit. But that doesn't mean it's true. Now, if we go back to me, personally, I like Nick at Night better. She looks better to me. But that also doesn't mean I have to put down Beth either. But if somebody said that Beth being beautifully honest is ugly tonight on YouTube, you think Beth being beautifully honest is going to sue them? No. Because like she said, from her 12 years of lawyering, that she knows what she speaks of, this, that, and the third, that defamations are very hard to prove. And they get thrown out. So she really didn't give a fuck about what she said at the end, right? And in my opinion, if you put Tasha K in a circle, right? And you put Jill Scott in a circle and ask men and women, who would you like to spend the rest of your life with? More people will fill all the people Jill Scott's circle before Tasha K any day of the week that ends, and why? And that's my opinion, right? Okay. Now, there's this thing called cultivation theory that I want to get into with y'all. Cultivation theory is a sociological and communications framework designed to unravel the enduring impacts of media consumption with a primary focus on television. At its core, the theory posits that individuals who spend more time in watching television are prone to perceive the real world through a lens aligning with the prevailing depictions in television messages, in contrast with in contrast to the counterparts with lower television viewership but comparable demographics. The premise hinges on the idea that increased exposure to television content marked by recurring patterns of messages and images cultivates shifts in individuals' perceptions. This transformative process extends beyond mere entertainment, playing a pivotal role in shaping the cultural fabric by reinforcing shared assumptions about the world. Cultivation theory therefore seeks to unravel the intricate dynamics of prolonged engagement with television programming influences collective perspective. This theory believes that television has taken the role in which families, schools, and churches formerly played in society, which is the function of acculturation. So basically, right, the more you watch something, the more that sits with you, and that makes your construct, right? So because Nick at Night has said that she doesn't like Cardi because she said cockroaches, she's not black, and this, that, third, she allegedly, I'm saying this with love, grace, and space, because I don't hate either. We're just having a conversation about what they said. They're public figures. Okay. All right, moving on. With Nick at Night consuming that info, because you gotta go out there to find the info to agree with your thinking, that she has been a part of cultivation theory to hate Cardi B. And people said that in her chat that night. Same thing with Beth. She has consumed perspectives of people hating Cardi B. And so because she has sat with that, that has become her construct through cultivation theory. Now, it's interesting that that Beth said that Cardi B is not going to respond to Tisha Tales, right? Well, I want to bring up something here, if you'll indulge me real quick, everybody. Shout out to Coffee City, another great content creator here, because Coffee City drops something.
Nutritious food tailored to your taste, nutrition preferences, and
hello everyone, welcome back to
now. Jessie Woo has been on Dish Nation. She's got a YouTube channel. She has done her thing. Okay. She's an actress, musician, content creator, comedian. I believe she was on a sitcom on Bounce TV, Wild 'N Out, has her own books, many other things, right? And I'm gonna show you Jessie Woo. Okay. And she does this thing. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, yeah. Now, here is Jessie Woo right here, okay? Now, listen. This beautiful chocolate drop right here. Okay? If Jessie Woo is interested in me, woo, 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 party over here. Woo, woo, party over there. Woo, woo. Jessie Woo Lee, Jessie Lee, Miss Lee, if you nasty. But she's with somebody, so we respect marriages, relationships, what have you. Right? But Beth being beautiful, I said that Cardi's not going to respond to Tisha. And the quiet part out loud that Beth being beautiful did not say is that Cardi B's not going to respond to anybody else, right? That has something to say. Jessie Woo is a dark-skinned woman. She's a chocolate drop. Okay? She is a Godiva goddess. Lindor truffle. All the high-tier chocolate, that's Jessie Woo. Now, I want to bring that up because of what you guys are about to hear. Okay, here we go. Let's get to Coffee City.
To Coffee City, Jessie Woo has some things to say about Cardi B. She says that Cardi B had a baby with Stephon Diggs to make Offset mad. Okay, so Cardi B did not like that. But let's get into this little clip of what Jessie Woo had to say.
Thank you so much for the super chat. She got karma for trying to get on
face card, divine. Okay, so Beth being beautifully honest, I am not being a colorist. Because if Jessie Woo was interested in me or Christina Milian did that Paris finger from Love Don't Cost a Thing, I'm interested in both. You can have preferences but not be a bitch or a Mitch about it. But because you don't have the brain cells to form a brain to have that logic to know that that could be a possibility, you're going to do whatever it takes to exist by just saying anything so somebody can say hi back to you. Let's keep going.
She got karma for trying to get a revenge, baby. It's insane. It's insane. I agree. However, since Cardi is the only burned brain that let Twitter know the chef contacted her, I tend to think Cardi was the girlfriend that told her to recant her story.
Now, let me let that sit for a minute, right? Any mother is going to be about the business of her child, right? And when Nick and Knight said that Cardi B isn't black, I'm just like, well, how would you feel if somebody said your child wasn't black? That's not cool, right? Right? So when people have a response, it has to be within a comfortable confine of a container in order to respond, right? So Neat can't give out black cards to anybody, okay? Then if she can't give out black cards, then that person has the right to say if they're black or not. Everything's in the eye of the beholder, right? Same thing with Jessie Woo, right? And this person, right here, who said what she said, you can have an opinion but not hate that person. Now, some people have had that track of mind to believe that Cardi was trying to get revenge on Offset because they were going back and forth for a while, tit for tat. So it's not like Jessie Woo just said this to be rude. However, that's my opinion, to use Beth's words. But that doesn't mean Cardi won't feel that way, right? And that would also be like saying Beth, her husband, or her child, if somebody said to them that they're not black, that wouldn't be fair. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit, right? That's a saying that, some of us be about more than others in our community. Let's keep going.
That told her to recant her story. Yeah, let's bring that up. Let's bring that up.
Okay. Once again, Chaz 2423. That's your opinion. Everything's in the eye of the beholder, right? She's not black to you, but somebody else may consider her black. Boop. Now, should I say that you're not black and disrespect what you went through with trauma, pain, and suffering? Or should you be able to say, no, I am black because you don't know what the fuck I've been through. You don't know how I have went to God and want to go away from God. And because you don't pay for any of my bills and you don't make me shit, fuck you. And you own your blackness. Let's keep going.
Okay, let's bring that up.
Child.
Because my goodness, the way I would just have said nothing with Stefan Diggs' chef. Like, why? Degrees of separation. I feel like that's my message today. Degrees of separation. Why are you windmilling for this man who literally had you alone on Christmas?
That's a fact.
Why are you windmilling for this man? Did this man do this when you and Nikki was going back and forth? Did he hop online and say that? No.
So you see how Jessie Woo is giving context, conjecture, and connection, but she's also owning what she's saying, but she's not being mean, malicious, or facetious about it. Beth, since you're the jury, judge, and executioner of who's a content creator and who ain't, said no one ever. So you see Jessie Woo versus Tossaway K. Now, personally, I think Jessie Woo deserves more respect than Milagro Grams and Tasha K combined, but that's not really saying nothing because they both ain't shit know how, right? Okay, moving on. Once again, Beth, my opinion. Let's keep going.
One thing about it, like, you are going to windmill for a man. You are going to beat women up. You're going to catch a court case. You're going to contact the victim.
That was what Jessie said, and Cardi B didn't like it. She was on Spaces, and she addressed the situation. She said that she and Stefan love each other. It's actually not a PR relationship. Also, she says she makes him laugh, and this is real. So let's get into what she had to say.
Somebody say, wait, why did Jessie Wu say that Cardi B had a revenge baby? A revenge on what? Revenge on what? On who? You these bitches just be saying shit because why would what is their revenge baby?
Oh,
do you think that I'd be like,
wait
hey?
a minute, wait, wait a minute. Let me get back to y'all. Give me a moment. So, Beth, are you gonna talk about this on your channel? That Cardi B responded to Jessie Wu, another dark-skinned person, or are you going to be selectively outraged? To use your words, like Shag 2423 is selectively outraged. You know what? Give me a moment. I want to see something real quick. Give me a moment, y'all. Give me a moment. Because I want to see something here. Because usually it checks out most of the time with people. Let's see. Wow. Wait a minute. See, I knew this was going to happen. Sir, you have 3 subscribers, sir, and you have 2,170 views, good sir. Give me one moment while I check your Mitch ass. Give me a moment. Oh my God, my Lord. I know you birthed idiots so we know not to be. I know you birthed idiots so we know what not to become, but my Lord, could you bring some idiots that can own their shit? Because let's look at my numbers here. 3,350 subscribers and 988,139 views. Motherfucker, are you really that stupid? Oh my God! I'm so sorry. Does it look clearer on 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Whoa! Shut the flying fuck up. Let's get back to Coffee City. My God. Oh my God. It's the idiocy for me. Let's keep going.
I'm gonna have a baby because I'm gonna have revenge on what, bitch? On my ex-husband, bitch? I don't need to have a baby for revenge, baby. My whole life is revenge. My money is revenge. My career is revenge. My album is revenge. Me not dying over a nigga is revenge. Me having freedom is revenge. You know why? You know why I kept my baby? Because I love my baby, and me and my man made that baby with fucking love, bitch. We was fucking down, till it stank.
You just had to have doo-doo garbage energy. For those of you who don't know, doo-doo garbage DDG talked about him and Haley Bailey having sex, and he liked it stanky. So, yeah. Not saying, I mean, Cardi B is a way bigger legend than non-existent abuser, waste of life that should have been swallowed as a one-night stand by his fucking mother, this, that, and the third, okay? Doo-doo garbage, it's Cardi B, okay? So let's keep going.
And everywhere, bitch. And I'm a grown woman on decisions. If I wanted to keep my baby, I kept my baby. And me and my man love our baby. Ain't no revenge. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Jessie Wu is another hating ass bitch. And, yo, you know this dumb bitch said? Remember when I told you? What's that nigga that me and Chef used to work with? The long nigga, he was African? Jay. This bitch gonna say No, it was B-Hop. This bitch gonna say that it's like, B-Hop said that in order, bitch, shut the fuck up. You always fucking lying about some shit. Dumbass bitch. Sick of you too, bitch. The fuck is you talking about policing? I don't gotta police no nigga to stay with me. Let me tell you something. That nigga got options. Let me tell you something. And guess what? I am not the only bitch that he ever that is famous and got money and is a bad bitch. I can't help that nigga fall in love with the brim. He loves it over here. Can't no nigga make that motherfucker laugh, showing all his 32 teeth. The fuck? Can't help a nigga love me, bitch. This ain't no publicity. This ain't nothing, bitch. Fuck, what are you talking about? Bitch always want to say something. You bitches and y'all weird ass narratives. Shut the fuck up. You imagine my grown ass having a baby for fucking revenge, bitch? You think it's easy having a baby? But of course, there's a bitch with no kids that's saying that. You think a bitch is gonna say to herself, I'm gonna have this baby for fucking revenge? Like if it's easy to have a baby and take care of one and carry one. Especially my age. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Just talking out your fucking ass. Ho. You ain't got nothing to do with your ass. Go shave it.
So that was Cardi B's response. Jessie Woo has not responded back yet, but when she does, I'll make sure to let you guys know. What are your thoughts? You guys already know how I feel about the situation. I was never one of those people that felt like what Cardi B did was okay. Okay? I feel as though the only reason why it was a little bit okay is because Cardi B is rich. Okay, she's a rich woman, so if she wants to have multiple kids by people, she can, because she can afford it. But I just feel so, as a normal person, this is not something you should do or promote or praise, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts. Please hit the like button for me, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
And I fully agree with Coffee City. Some people have that mindset, right? But Jessie Woo didn't say that Cardi B was this, that, and the third. Didn't try to sneak this her. None of that. So I do think that was completely wrong, Cardi B, to go after Jessie Woo. Now Tasha K, take her to the cross, burn her, whatever the fuck you want to do, because she talked about you and your child having herpes. And when you talk about somebody's kids, in the words of Cardi, you haven't beef forever, right? So I got that, right? And so apparently, since Beth and Nick at Night and women like them and men that think like them, that they don't give a fuck about lies, defamation, this, that, and the third, kids, men, good men trying to do good, good women trying to do good, the elderly, organizations, what have you, the works, blase, mama kusa. Since they don't give a fuck about that shit, I guess that just means if somebody has a difference of opinion, we ain't black. By the way, I'm being facetious when I said all that, okay? If anything, I think that Nick at Night has definitely done her thing. I like her as a content creator. Being beautifully honest, she's a good content creator. But that don't mean they can't be criticized. And really, I haven't really said nothing out the way about them. I'm just asking questions on the validity or non-validity, or how can I put this? I'm questioning the validity that they utilize to say what they said, and I'm poking holes in it to see if there's nothing that can be non-validated. That's all I'm doing. But here's the gag. If Nick at Night or Being Beautifully Honest or any woman that thinks like them or any red pill man that, you know, hates black women, this, that, and the third, or thought like them, or there are men that probably hate Cardi B as well. If they went through something like what happened in Minneapolis, I would be up here screaming, hooping, and hollering, saying that is wrong. We cannot stand somebody's opinion, but we don't have to be an asshole to them. That's the difference, Beth, Being Beautifully Honest. So let's see a dark-skinned woman respond to Cardi B, since Beth said that, you know, Cardi B ain't gonna respond to Tisha Tales, but she did respond to another black woman, and here is Jessie Woo. Here we go.
Hmm.
'Cause 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 'c
Cardi B, you are a gaslighting, illiterate nincompoop. And
oh God. Hang on. You know what? I need a meme here, and this meme came from Jesse Wu. So hang on, give me a moment.
Time is slipping away from me.
Time is slipping away from me. My throat is flabbergagged. Whew. Okay, let's keep going.
before you even think of responding to this, I want you to spell those words with no hesitation. And I also want you to tell me the meaning. Because in addition to those characteristics being very, very accurate when it comes to you, I also feel that you have some sort of, it is my opinion, that you have some sort of learning disability. I feel like you have aphasia or something. But we know with all the money that you have, you'll never actually put that money towards confirming whether or not you do have a learning disability and rectifying it. That's how much of a nincompoop you are. Okay?
Oh, Jesse's
now,
giving no damn sucks.
Let me make myself clear before I play back these clips. I never said anything about your child. Never said anything about you keeping your child, not.
And she did not do that. She did not do that. She did not do that. And that's the thing, right? It's a difference between Cardi B going after Tasha K because of what happened. You come after me and my child, like Cardi said, we haven't beef forever. But with Jessie Wu, because she stuck to the prompt about Cardi B didn't have to go in on her like that. Because there have been plenty of other people to say that, you know, she might have done a revenge baby. But she never said anything about your motherhood, nor your kids, nor anything of what's going on with you in a derogatory, degrading, and debasing way. So, remember when Beth said that you can't just shut down bloggers because they are saying things that are not true about you? I agree with that. However, comma, it's all about context, conjecture, and connection. Let's get back to the video.
Keeping your child. I was on live. People were placing their comments. And when you are on live on YouTube, people send super chats. And I do think it's smarter to pre-read them. I try to, but sometimes the super chats are coming in so fast that I don't pre-read. But just making myself clear, those were not my original thoughts that you're going around saying that they were. I'm going to go ahead and play what you said first, and then I'm going to go ahead and play what was actually coming out of my own live. Hold on.
People said that Cardi B had a revenge baby. A revenge on what? Revenge on what? On who? These bitches just be saying shit because what is their revenge baby? Do you think that I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna have a baby because I'm gonna have revenge on what, bitch? On my ex-husband, bitch? I don't need to have a baby for revenge, baby. My whole life is revenge. My money is revenge. My career is revenge. My album is revenge. Me not dying over a nigga is revenge. Me having freedom is revenge. You know why? You know why I kept my baby? Because I love my baby, and me and my man made that baby with fucking love, bitch. We was fucking down till it stank.
You know the thing about Cardi B? She really talks like it's one-on-one. Like she's one-on-one with somebody, right? To the stank! We were fucking sucking, diving, flipping, slipping, sliding. Oh no, to the stank! Let's keep going, y'all listen. Cardi B does have her moments of being funny, okay? But still, that does not excuse the behavior that she did, okay? But she really wanted us to know about the stank! About the stank! Stank, stank, stank! Stank, stank, stank! Stank! Stank, stank, stank! Stank, stank, stank! Stank! Shout out to Genuine. And by the way, Genuine, you are still that same old GA. Let's get back to the video. Oh my God.
I guess this is the healing that Stefan Diggs was giving you.
Oh.
Let's continue.
Fucking everywhere, bitch. And I'm a grown woman, bitch. I make my fucking own decisions. If I want to keep my baby, I kept my baby. And me and my man love our baby. Ain't no fucking revenge. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Jessie Wu is another hating ass bitch. The fucking, yo, you know this dumb bitch said? Remember when I told you? What's that nigga that me and Chef used to work with? The long nigga, he was African? Jay. This bitch gonna fucking say, no, it was B-Hop. This bitch gonna fucking say that it's like, B-Hop said that in order, bitch, shut the fuck up. You always fucking lying about some shit. Dumbass bitch. Sick of you too, bitch. The fuck is you talking about policing? I don't gotta police no nigga to stay with me. Let me tell you something. That nigga got options. Let me tell you something. And guess what? I am not the only bitch that he ever fucked. That
he has plenty of options, and he spent Christmas with those options. And imagine calling a woman with a master's degree a dumb bitch. I am not you.
You know what this calls for? Give me a moment. This is how Jessie Wu is feeling in her head when she said that. Oh, you really think you're somebody? I have a master's degree. What do you have? Nothing. And
what is this feeling that everyone's feeling?
Ding, ding, ding.
With such feeling.
Ding, ding, ding.
This winning feeling.
Ding, ding, ding.
This tingle of success. Ding, ding, ding. This sensation of triumph.
Ding, ding, ding.
This
Oh, I can feel it.
This season, everyone gets the winning feeling. Win guaranteed prizes like $250 grand and more. Only at Dave & Buster's.
ding, 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 you not on my level, never will be, and don't have the faculties, whether it's your soul or your vagina, to get to where I'm at. Oh, my Lord. Let's get back to it.
I am not you. We're not the same. I'm not you. Spell nincompoop and tell me the meaning.
Oh,
motherfucker laugh, showing all his 32 teeth. The fuck? Can't help a nigga love me, bitch. This ain't no fucking publicity. This ain't nothing, bitch. The fuck? What are you talking about? Bitch always want to fucking say something. You bitches and y'all weird ass fucking narrative. Shut the fuck up. You imagine my grown ass having a baby for fucking revenge, bitch? You think it's easy having a baby? But of course, there's a bitch with no kids that's saying that. You think a bitch is gonna say to herself, I'm gonna have this baby for fucking revenge? Like if it's easy to have a baby and take care of one and carry one, especially my age. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Just talking out your fucking ass. Ho. You ain't got nothing to do with your asshole, go shave it.
And my thing was, like, not once in my life did I say anything about you creating a publicity stunt. I never even said any of those things. I never made up any narratives about you. I never even talked about your parenting skills. I never said that you were policing Stefan Diggs. I was talking strictly about when you used your platform to out the chef who has an active case against Stefan Diggs to make it seem as if she was lying about what had occurred to her, because you said that you talked to her every single day until she left unless she left Stefan's house, and she had never mentioned that that happened to her, to you, or in your, or to, she never communicated that to you. You went on your platform and you know you have very deranged fans, and you were outing this girl so that they could go ahead and attack her, whoever she is. You were
Now, Cardi, I believe Jesse Woo's make a very factual, actual factual argument, right? Nobody really knew who the chef was. There was a couple of other people that said it too. But if you said that you didn't talk to her, child, that lets people know that you know the situation, right? And that was never communicated to you, this, that, and the third, and all that stuff. If you admitted this, Jesse Woo has the right to talk about it. So if you want to win the game of Uno, that's why you hold your cards close to your chest. You don't hold them out where somebody can, where's I gonna draw from? Let me look, see here. Ooh, we're doing doubles, I see. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to do a okay, I'm almost done here. I'm going to do a skip, reverse it back to me, and then I'm going to do a draw and yes. Boom, 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 boom. Like the fuck? Let's keep going here.
using your platform to bully a victim of assault. And now you're using your platform thinking you're going to bully me, and you're not. Because let me tell you something right now. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. What happens when I don't shut the fuck up? Because I'm not going to. Are you okay? Are you okay? And you're right, I don't have any kids. But let me tell you something. When I do become a mother, my kids is not going to have to fight for my attention because I'm busy on Twitter space all fucking day.
Why is this giving me the energy of Northwest saying to Kim K in that video during COVID? You should be spending more time with your kids, not your friends. And this is the thing too, right? Sometimes your single friends have the best dating advice because they are able to not only rest in who they are, but they can be more honest, right? Because all they have is themselves. So just because Jesse Woo is not a parent, just because I'm not a parent, doesn't mean we don't give a fuck about kids. Doesn't mean we don't give a fuck about Black maternal issues. And if you haven't seen the maternity and mortality rates of Black women in childbirth, you would fucking lose it. Cardi, you know who deserves this energy? Dr. Jackie, Dr. Jackie from Married to Medicine, who said that Black women fake pain during their pregnancy. That's somebody you call a bitch. Dr. Jackie also, Cardi B, talked about Dr. Buffy being infertile and talked about Brandy's thyroid. That's somebody you can go after. I don't advocate for violence, but I do advocate for justice. So, no, Jesse Woo doesn't deserve this energy because she didn't do anything to get that energy to her. Moving on.
What happens when I don't shut the fuck up? I would love to know that. I would love to know that. Like, who do you think you are? You're not a bully. Like, you're not a bully. You're not my bully. Let me make myself very clear. You're not a bully. You're not my bully. Not once did I talk about you being a mother. Not once did I'm going to play the actual clip so that people who are mentally challenged, such as yourself, can see the thoughts never came from me.
Child, can you also play this clip for Beth being beautifully honest, who believes this is about colorism, even though you are a very beautiful, dark-skinned, chocolatey drop from the heavens, Black woman who is way better looking way better, more intelligent sounding, and way more of a stronger entity in the culture than Beth's beautifully being honest existence. Could you play those clips for Beth, since she believes that Cardi wasn't going to respond and nobody else, light skin or dark skin? Could you play that for Beth too, please and thank you?
Words did not come from me. I was literally reading off comments in my super chat. Literally didn't even put sauce on it. What happens when I don't shut the fuck up? Like, what is going on? Like, who do you think you are? Like, what is this? Like, what is this? Like, a black woman, a woman who looks like me, a black American woman. I'm not black American, but these black American female rappers, they could never get away with the things that you get away with. The things that you get away with saying to people, they could never get away with that. But yet you get to do that. And then what's worse is the comment section, seeing how many people are bird brains just like you. But you know that. You know that. And so that's why you took to your platform to say what you said, knowing that people would carry that. People will actually see the clip and see I'm not the one who said it. And still, oh yeah, Jesse Wu said it, Jesse Wu said it. Just a bunch of dummies, just like you. Bird brains.
Now, see, when Jesse Wu said all that, and I will say this compared to Nick at Night, who, like I said, I love Nick at Night. I love Beth being beautifully honest. I think they're both great. But with Nick, she did give the context, conjecture, and connection to her not liking Cardi. But I don't think it landed as solidly as Jesse Wu, because it did seem kind of haterish to me. That don't mean Nick is a hater of black people. That don't mean Beth is a hater of black people. I said if, they're not about, being slandered for them and their child having herpes, right? And them not being bound on foot, they don't care about that. Then obviously, like, go frolic, fly away and be free. But we also can't move the goalpost of, Tasha K should be able to say this, that, and the third, when there was circumstances for Cardi to feel away, knowing good to damn well if Nick at Night or Beth being beautifully honest, or any man or woman who thinks that they don't like Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion, if they were going through that they would not feel away about Milagro or Tasha K doing what they did to Megan and Cardi to them. They will not have the same energy. They will be given a fuck. That's me popping the helium in that balloon. Let's keep going.
She got karma for trying to get on. She got karma for trying to get a revenge, baby. It's insane. It's insane. I agree. However, since Cardi is the only burn brain that let Twitter know the chef contacted her, I tend to think Cardi was the girlfriend that told her to recant her story. Yeah, let's bring that up. Let's bring that up. Okay, let's bring that up. Because my goodness, the way I would just have said nothing. With Stefan Diggs' chef. Like, why? Degrees of separation. I feel like that's my message today. Degrees of separation. Why are you windmilling for this man who literally had you alone on Christmas? Why are you windmilling for this man? Did this man do this when you and Nikki was going back and forth? Did he hop online and say, no? One thing about it, like, you are going to windmill for a man. You are going to beat women up. You're going to catch a court case. You're going to contact the victim. Literally not my original thought. I literally said, it's insane. It's insane. I didn't even say I agree.
She did not.
I didn't even say I agree. I said it's insane.
Which she has the right to have an opinion, right? But just because you have the right to have an opinion doesn't mean you have the right to take it to hell and just do this, that, and the third without any basis for going there. Let's keep going.
Literally. Wasn't my original thought. But even if it was, people have the right to have their opinions, point blank, period. Even if it was, people have the right to have their opinions. I have the right to have my opinion. It wasn't my original thought. I read it off. I never literally said, I agree. Yeah, you're correct. Literally. Didn't even put any sauce on it. So, what? And of course, the bottom line of all this is a deflection. It is to deflect. You don't want to talk about what was really being discussed in that live. And even in these bits of pieces, I'm talking about the fact that you were contacting a victim. Why are you contacting a victim that is literally saying that they were allegedly put into a pretzel by the man that you just had a child with? That literally was the focal point of the discussion. But of course you don't want to admit that, because that would put you in the same light as the same woman, Nicki Minaj, who you were just talking about, who you just were dragging for being married to an abuser. Rightfully so. You would have to admit that you're in the same boat. So instead of doing that, we're gonna lie and we're gonna say that I was creating narratives about you, that I was saying that you were policing him. I never said that you were policing Stefan Diggs. I said you were policing the chef. You are constantly calling her or contacting her. And that's why even in her text that she sent over to Stefan Diggs, she said, wow, you have a circus going on. You know why? Because she's his chef. She's not your chef.
Absolutely. Not to mention, too, once it's in the group chat, it's out your hands. So, everybody's talking about it. But once again, it's the context, conjecture, and connection about how you go about. Now, personally, if I was going to be interviewed about Braylon's virtual tour, finally making it to television and, my, lead up to my career in this, that, third, and who I want to interview. And since Beth believes everybody is being colorist, let me pop the helium in Beth's balloon and take Tasha K and Jessie Woo. I would sit down with Jessie Woo over Tasha K. Why? Jessie Woo has a personality that I think we would mesh well, right? I'm extroverted. She is subduedly extroverted. But you see how my energy is and you see how her energy is. She's very mellow. And so if she's mellow, then I'm mellow. Number two, Jessie Woo has a longer resume than Tasha K. And number three, I would feel comfortable with Jessie Woo because she owns her shit. Is that enough reasonable logic for you, Beth? Or am I a black man being colorist and hating black women? Like you said, people got the right to like who they like and who they don't like, Shop. So I should not be expecting a response from you, correct? Okay. All right. Let's roll on and finish this motherfucker out.
I literally said nothing narratively wise. I didn't mention any of the narratives that you went on your Twitter space and said that I said. Literally. So what's next? What's next? Because if it comes across my timeline and I feel like talking about it, I'm going to talk about it. What's next? Stop using your platform to lie on me and to lie on other creators. It's honestly like, it's just bottom feeder energy. It really is. It really is. And I mean, can't expect more coming from you. But it's like, please, like you said, you have an album, you're on tour, you're doing all these amazing things. So why even waste your time forwarding a lie? Why? There's so many other things I could say, but I'm literally just not that person. I'm not you. I don't have to get on here and spew out vitriol and spew out lies when it comes to you. But you're just a despicable person. You're despicable for saying this. I did not say that. And I have had to deal with, for the last 3 days, this story just growing legs and growing legs and growing legs. And a big part of it is because you have a dangerous parasocial relationship with the internet, Belcalis, because you literally went on Twitter Spaces less than an hour after that live was published. You are always in Twitter Spaces. So if your whole life is revenge, if my whole entire life was revenge, you couldn't pay me to be on Twitter Space all day just like you just couldn't. You couldn't. Wishing you the best. Okay? Wishing you the best. But please don't ever think you're my bully, because you're not. Because you're not. You are not. Okay? Keep the illiteracy on your side of the internet. Leave me out of it. I did not say any of the things that you accused me of saying in your Twitter space. That is all. Fucking idiot.
It's so easy to say, feeling fresh in the frame, so it's better to...
And there it is. Well, everybody, I believe Jessie Woo held her own. And for those of you who are in the bushes, hi, I'm Braylon. Nice to meet you. I'm your virtual tour guide for the culture, of the culture, about the culture, in case you need to know where you're at. And by the way, thank you for the 9 likes. Thank you for the 3 likes on the vertical and the horizontal lives. This is Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here. We cover entertainment, media, and human interest stories, all from a Black perspective. And if you need to know just a little bit more about who we are, I got an anthem for y'all to listen to. So we're going to take a little bit of a commercial break so you guys can listen to this anthem. And we'll be back right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Rolling.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean in, feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and 2 things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced, and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done our way with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. And just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
You likes that? Y'all, I hope y'all had a good time. I really did enjoy each and every single one of you, especially Chaz with 3 subscribers and 2,000 total views telling me who somebody is and who is not black. And meanwhile, I'm gaining closer to 1 million total views and got over 3,000 people. Oh, that was fun. Listen, as y'all know, we always give y'all a daily mode there. I did the daily mode there towards the end of the live that we did on the young lady that got unalived by ICE unnecessarily, I might add. If you missed the top of the show, we revealed the name of the killer, because that's what he is. He is a killer. He is a waste of life, and he should be handled disrespectfully. Okay? Okay. All right. Yes, indeed. Let me get the just in case y'all need to know it. Jonathan Ross is the piece of shit bastard that did what he did. Yeah. And by the way, anybody in ICE that supports him and what he did, you might want to be worried. Because one thing to know, 2 things for sure, when people are fed up and they want to handle some business is going to be handled one way or another. In the words of that beautiful woman from the Hunger Games, may the odds ever be in your favor. Woody Woodpecker, listen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, CC Philly, welcome. I believe this is your first time here. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Listen, I'll be here as long as y'all want me to be. You know what I mean? And if you guys got any thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, soliloquies within reason, okay? I'll be here for a little bit to hang out with you guys and all that jazz in between. You like jazz? Anyway, 13 people in the building. Thanks so much. I love you and value and appreciate you so much. And like I said, tonight, we answered the question of who is right in the Cardi B, Tasha K breakdown Townhall. Both of them are right, but both for different reasons. But if you want to say who defended, well, he is right. Cardi B. Tasha talked about her child having herpes. That now rules whatever Tasha K was trying to do. From that standpoint. But if you look at it from another standpoint, if Tasha K was sticking to the business, reading the facts as they are, she got her right to come to the street. I know the shorts from this live are gonna go crazy. They're gonna be like, Bray, I love you, but bro, what were you on? Bray, I didn't know you had it in. Y'all should have known from the Numbers Don't Lie live on Thirsty Toxicity that I always have this energy. It's on standby, ready, and available. Okay? But I don't have to move like that. Because the more you move like that, the less energy you have to go after what God has for you. In the words of Stuart Scott, rest in peace to him, because without him, there will be no Stephen A. Smith. Okay? Can I get a witness from the congregation? So, 10 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you. All this do is funny. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Listen, I have a funny personality, but I ain't no comedian. Okay. Now, you know what Kempire did with Kempire After Dark? I believe I could do that very easily. I got a format that could go on to very easily. Go to 10 cities, make every set different. Find 7 different destinations. I basically pull up the article, I read it, and just expound on it. Very easy to do. But of course, numbers plus logistics. Let me flip it around back. Numbers plus resources equals logistics. Okay, so we're not there yet to do a tour, but that doesn't mean you can't be proud of other people who are doing what you would like to do. So yes, indeed. Like I said, I'm here until you know what, we'll rock it out until 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's what we'll do. And with that being said, I'm gonna turn off my camera now because we've done the whole show for over 2 hours. Yes, we have. My Lord, what a show, what a show, what a show, what a show, what a show. Woo! Oh, Lordy, Lord. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes,
you're going into Kenya Booth and you're international singer. You think no legend? I'm a legend in this motherfucker. You can't be no legend in your life. Ain't nobody gonna call somebody a legend. Oh my God.
That was Jennifer motherfucking Lewis, okay? By the way, I you know what? Honestly, tell you the truth, I don't think I could ever be an actor because I don't like scripts. But low key, if there was a sitcom where me and Jennifer Lewis had like scripted characters, but we could say everything unscripted but related to the character, or me and Jennifer Lewis was in a movie where it's a scripted movie, you know, with the scene scripted and everything, and our characters, we could say anything improv and off the top of the dome. Me and Jennifer Lewis would be a dynamic duo, believe you motherfucking me, okay? Auntie and nephew, making it do what it do in Hollywood. But she's the mother of Hollywood. I'll be the nephew of Hollywood. Can I get a witness from the congregation? Yes, indeed. You know what? Jennifer Lewis, I'm surprised nobody has ever asked Jennifer Lewis to do a daytime talk show or to do late night television. Listen, I would so be her Twitch. And here's Jennifer motherfucking Lewis. Just to be in her presence, okay? Listen. I think that'll be too bold for Hollywood to make that type of move. But hey, listen, I would be here for it. You know what I mean? So yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. So you have 8 people still here. Like I said, I'm gonna hang out with y'all until 2 hours and 30 minutes, and at that mark, I'll give my final thoughts, and then we will head on out of here. Okay? Yes, indeed. Yep. I'm just resting my voice, child. That was a lot to do. I'm gonna keep it up. That was a lot to do. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. Y'all got any plans this weekend at all, or just chillaxing? Oh man. Like I said, tomorrow morning, for those of you who don't know, I'll show you this real quick here. If you are a content creator, you definitely need to be here at 11 a.m. because we're going to talk about something very, 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 very important. This is kind of, well, not just kind of, this is a victory lap for me because I've been talking about YouTube studios for a long time. And Fox has created Fox Creator Studios. And so we are actually going to have a conversation about that and the potential of what Fox Creator Studios can not only do for Fox, but for Hollywood at large. So right here, let me bring it up. Right there, you guys. Right here. So we will be here at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you are a content creator or if you're just curious and want to, you know, get in deeper of being a content creator, then let me know tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So we will have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time there. So yes, indeed. And yes, YouTube, I'm still going to harp on YouTube Studios. I'm like, is this enough of a nose for you to get to work? Getting deeper with what? Like content creating? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm gonna give you love, grace, and space because you probably, I don't know if you've been here the whole time or not, but yeah, I meant like getting in deeper into, you know, this live that we're gonna be doing tomorrow morning of Fox Creator Studios, getting in deeper in terms of, you know, how that's going to impact the career economy, Hollywood, and, you know, the future of entertainment. So yes, but thank you for being here, slow core enjoyer. One love, much love, all love to you for stopping through. Thank you so much. Let's be here. Oh my Lord. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Thank y'all for the 10 likes on the horizontal live. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. And thank y'all for the 7 likes on the vertical live. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. Yes, indeed. We are almost there to 2 hours and 30 minutes. And then, yeah, we'll head on out. I'll give you my final thoughts and make it do what it do. Oh, man. All right. As soon as it gets to 2:30, I'll come on camera, make it do what it do. We'll get on out of here. Hey, 12 people, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. It's been a very consistent crowd tonight. Like, I think it was like, 15 people at peak? watching. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, indeed. And by the way, I'll leave the fireworks on a little bit longer for you guys tonight if you guys still want to chat in the chat. Yes, indeed. And skadoosh, there I am. So let's get into final thoughts here. What we have learned here is that, for one, right, if you bring something to the group chat, people got the right to talk about it, right? Number two, don't just say anything to exist when you don't really live a life that anybody wants to embrace you for in real life. Beth, being beautifully honest. And also, two, number three, let's not determine who's black and who's not when you don't get to damn well somebody said you and your child Nick at night said if y'all weren't black you will be feeling a way about it. Okay, still love you though. Great content crew. So it's Beth. We just had a conversation tonight about maybe you could be wrong, but that doesn't mean you're horrible people, right? In terms of Tasha K, I think that personally she should not have said shit. Because she would not be in this shit now. Now she's always been about her business and stuff. Then okay, maybe she might get some love, grace, and space. But in the words of Karen Huger, I'm only judging what you give me, right? So if you give me hell all the time, then I'm gonna give you hell energy back. Give a heaven energy all the time, I'm gonna give you heaven energy, right? And then for Cardi B, listen, child, you're bigger than Jessie Woo, right? Not bigger than her. In terms of personality, because I'm sorry, child, she clocked you. But what Jessie Woo says, right? If you are this, then the third, live your best life. Okay, you got beautiful kids. You're able to live the life that you want to, and not to mention too, you are one of the biggest celebrities that went from love and hip hop to where you are now, where if Mona Scott Young asked you to come on, the budget would be broke. Okay, there's not too many people that can say that. Okay, but also too, do your research on who is who, because I promise you, Tasha K, yes, she deserves to smoke, but Jessie Woo, you should have been a lot better with that. That's my take. So, with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you will always want to bust and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be, do what you've been chosen to do. Why it's one thing to call yourself, it's another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. Hopefully, by spending time together, rise from great together. And always remember, you're doing radio, television, YouTube, live your best life, or you're just saying maybe just because you're being beautifully honest doesn't mean that other people may think you're being ugly in your hate. Ooh. Make sure the replay is not just where if you watch it, not just where if you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you, I value, I embrace you all. Always remember, or receive love, you gotta give it, or receive love, you gotta give it, or receive love, you gotta give it. Wherever obstacles you've overcome, where successes you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is probably be proud of your damn self. Finally, y'all, listen. As much energy as we have for this, can we also have energy for other things that actually impact us? Because you know what the real gag is? Tasha K would not give a fuck about me, Beth being beautifully honest, Nick at night, or any other black person if we were on fire. Real talk. Okay? Somebody getting unalived by ICE, that could have been any one of us. So can we give a fuck about things that can actually matter? Not saying that we can't cover entertainment because we need escape, but let's not get so far away in the escapism of entertainment that we can never come home and commune reality and be solutions and, pictures and coaches for each other to rise to the higher heights. Because why? Higher is waiting, lower is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings on the way for you, me, all of us. As a society, as people, as culture, I feel the love. And I send it right back to you again, everybody. Love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., Fox Creator Studios. Why YouTube Studios should be created, YouTube. Get on your shit. Because y'all should have done before Fox. But I'll have more content on that tomorrow. And then 6 o'clock tomorrow, chat. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. All right. Love y'all. Peace.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours. Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.
Good morning, TikTok. Can I have your attention, please? Girl, are you ticking? Are you talking? Because knowledge is knocking. Then I want to talk to you real quick about ignoring a bitch. Oh, there's power in turning the other cheek. Now, I'm going to tell you something. One thing about people that like to throw shade, you don't fight shade with shade. The only thing that overrides and destroys the shade is the sunlight. See, your light got to be so bright that you keep that bitch where they belong. In the shadows, the dark. The bitch is invisible, and we don't see you, girl. See, you don't go back and forth with a person that's hating on you, because when you do that, you become just like them. A weak bitch. So the next time they mention your name in a status or your name come up in a conversation, don't respond because you're too high to look that low. We can't go back and forth with people that we can't reach and that's not on our level. We not sitting at the same table eating the same meals.